Hey guys, Brian from Regulator Paintball here again today. Here we have a black Tippmann Gryphon pneumatic marker, semi-auto pneumatic marker. These look like, I know it looks more like a speedball type gun in terms of its shape and configuration, but essentially on the inside it's a Tippmann 98. It's really nothing but a new shell over it. I mean, it just has a grip to hang on to. They've got one thing I like is they've eliminated the macro line, so the air is through the grip. It's got a nice kind of rubberized grip on it. It actually feels really good. I wish more markers kind of felt that way. It's pretty secure. It has a removable barrel, but I'm not sure if you'd want to really spend any money on upgrading this barrel too much, and it does kind of like fit the profile. If you look, it's kind of unusual. The barrel tapers up to match the body line, so that's a little different. It doesn't have an on-off ASA, but I think these run, you know, just for the gun, run about 65, 70 bucks depending on tax and that kind of thing, depending on where you're located or where you're buying it from. It is a venting ASA, so there is a hole. So as you unscrew it, it will relieve and vent pressure from there, which will make it a little bit easier to get off than one that doesn't have it. But this is the standard kind of like Tippmann, almost like pot metal type material. The rest, there are several covers that go over the actual marker. So you remove these two halves, and then there's two other halves that are actually covering the bolt assembly. But you can look, I mean, it even adjusts the velocity and pressure in the same location that it does on a Tippmann 98. So, and that's because you've got the same valve there. You can kind of see here the huge honking heavy Tippmann hammer. That's very typical and has been a signature in the Tippmann family of markers for a long time. There's no batteries, which is great. You can leave this in your trunk and basically take it out and shoot it. You know, it's worked pretty well. We got it to hand out to people, maybe like first timers or kids who are coming to play with us for our limited ammo games or our mechanical marker only games. So basically just want to air it up, and I definitely recommend either getting like a pro reg with a SHP high pressure, super high pressure regulator, or just using a standard steel tank. Usually has an output of 800-900 psi, or CO2, which is about the same or higher as well. These kind of things, not just the SLP but the pro regs, this definitely, like if you've ever heard of Tippmann that's running low on air and it just goes and almost goes like full auto, that's what that would sound like if I were to try to run this SLP reg on here. And it just, these guns just like running on high pressure, so you may want something that's I just use this for testing a lot, or when I'm running, you know, a little marker like this on a pneumatic day, and then a limited ammo day. I don't need a lot of paint, but for testing it's really nice. So I've got about 2,000 psi in here. And you know, shoots good. You know, it's got the double trigger, but obviously it's not electric and it's all mechanical, so you know, walking a trigger on this isn't going to do a whole lot, but it does give you a lot of room. So if you're wearing gloves, you can easily, you know, get your hands in here and manipulate the marker. But it works good. It's a nice little gun to give out. So here's a little trick. If you try firing while you're unscrewing the tank, it's a little bit easier to get off, and then you'll hear it vent here as it gets to the vent hole as I'm unscrewing it there. So now it's vented and it is degassed. So that is the Tippmann Gryphon. You know, it's again, this is like an entry-level marker, similar to like a low-end Spider or a Zodin or something, although those guns are definitely a little bit more upgradable. You could not upgrade the ASA on this, although you could screw in an on-off that goes on this collar, and then the tank would go into it. Can't really change up the feed neck. You can tighten it, but you know, I don't think you can get a clamping feed neck for this. I don't know if any barrels may fit on that or not. I would get this just to use just the way it is until you don't need it anymore, and then upgrade to something else and put your money instead into a really good tank that you're going to use on another gun, a decent hopper. On this gravity hopper, an agitating hopper, but you wouldn't put a rotor or like a $200 hopper on something like this. This gun just will not shoot fast enough. It probably will break paint if you try to force too much paint into the breech of this mechanical gun that just can't shoot that fast. So you may even break paint as the bolt travels forward. It's just not moving quickly enough, and it can't handle that. And it's pneumatic, and it's a Tippmann. It's going to be pretty harsh. And it's I mean, you heard it, and I mean, you could feel this thing going off. It's not gentle, put it that way. So there it is, the Tippmann Gryphon in black. Pretty decent, and this one it's in good shape. Just serviced and lubed it and everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.